Hello my YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very interesting discussion with you. Recently I uploaded a lot of unboxing video and reviews of my Hermes handbags, including my Birkin 25s and my Hermes Constance. So some of you messaged me and asked, now that I own my Hermes, am I going to sell any of my Chanel handbags? If you've been following me for a while, you know I started my channel sharing my Chanel collection. Chanel was my favorite luxury brand when I was in my early 20s or like mid 20s. But yeah, so now that I own Hermes handbags, would I sell any of my Chanel? The short answer is no. And why? But there's a but to it. But I'm not planning to buy any more new Chanel handbags directly from the boutique, because after several rounds of price increase, I think the retail price for Chanel handbags, especially the classic flap, is just like beyond my, yeah, I just can't get it. And with similar price point, you can easily get a Hermes Constance for like a Birkin 25 in a smaller size. So yeah, I definitely don't see myself buying new Chanel handbags directly from the boutique. But at the same time, I'm not planning to sell any of my Chanel handbags that I have in my collection, mainly for three reasons. Well, first one, I absolutely adore the design of the Chanel handbags. So take this round clutch as an example. I find this super, well, not practical because it can't really fit your phone, but I think it's just like it's a great accessory, you know, to your whole outfit, especially in the spring, summertime. When I'm wearing lighter colored clothing, I will always go reach for this bag. And the fact that it comes with like this round shape, make it really adorable. And also like because it comes in, you know, the iridescent pink color, and with the Mother of Pearl CC logo, I think it just looks super cute and also quite elegant at the same time. And what I really love about Chanel and its design is the chain. I think the chain is what really make a difference. The chain itself is accessory to your whole outfit. And for example, this one, you have like the, you know, iridescent pink leather and intertwined with this champagne gold hardware. I just feel like this is just, yeah, this is the dream combination. So I will never sell this. And similarly, so this wallet on chain is from the same collection. So these two are both from the 2019 spring summer collection. I think this is one of Karl Lagerfeld's last collection. And I just love how he matches this like iridescent leather, this texture with like the mother of pearl. I think when there are a few key elements that for Chanel. So if you have, you know, the color black, which comes with, you know, mother of pearl or any kind of like pearl design in a Chanel handbag, you need to grab it right away. And I just love it. This is so practical, and it's perfect for travel because you can easily like, you know, squeeze it into your suitcase, and then you don't need to worry about losing its shape too much because yeah, I think it's just like very flexible. On the other side, so for Constance, I do believe Constance is one of the most best travel bags from, you know, from Hermes, because compared to, you know, a Birkin, you know, Birkin, I don't see myself, you know, squeezing it into my suitcase because I don't want it to get, you know, kind of like squeezed and make the kind of like the weather like lose its shape. So I won't, I definitely don't see myself doing that. But that actually adds on, you know, kind of make a challenge for you to carry it with you, especially if you want to travel with light stuff. But for Constance, because it's such a structured bag, I don't really feel comfortable like squeezing it, especially the one in Epsom leather. I just feel so worried that the leather will lose its shape. Yeah, so I wouldn't do that, but I feel super comfortable like squeezing my wallet on chain from Chanel into like a suitcase and carry it with me everywhere I travel. And moving on to Le Boy. So Le Boy, yeah, I think I got a lot of questions asking whether Le Boy is out of the style, you know, because it's no longer trendy at the moment. I think, you know, back in 2015 or 2016, Le Boy was like pretty much the it bag. So it's pretty much like the new classic after, you know, like the Chanel classic flap. But recently, I think, you know, people are losing interest in this design, and because, you know, like the chain that it came with is pretty heavy. So I think it's not as popular as before. So a lot of people ask me, am I going to like sell this bag? To be honest, I debated about selling or, you know, letting this bag go and find a better home for it, because I really don't reach for it because it's so heavy. But the fact that it came with, you know, like caviar leather, and also like the pearly gray color or like the pearly white color that it came in, it's just like, I just can't make up my mind to let it go. And it also came with like this vintage, you know, gold hardware. I thought these two are just like perfect match together. And although like I don't use it that much, every time I see it sitting on my back shelf, I just feel so happy that I have this Le Boy in my collection. And yeah, not to mention, right, the mini flap. This is so hard to get right now, especially in the caviar leather. So this is definitely my forever piece. And if you watch my Chanel collection video, you know that this is my graduation gift from my parents. So it carried this sentimental value, and I would never part with this bag. And I think on secondhand market, this bag is like way over, you know, retail. So I think you need to add additional, like maybe 50% premium to its retail price. So yeah, it's definitely like a sentimental piece plus an investment piece. So I would never let this bag go. And moving to the last bag in my Chanel collection. So this is the classic flap, but it comes with in canvas. So instead of leather. And this is like, I got it pre-loved when I visited Japan in 2019. And I would not part with this bag either. Why? It's so rare to have like a, you know, a classic flap in this type of, you know, material. And the fact that it came in canvas, it's super light. So one thing I was like a little bit hesitant about getting like a classic flap in the medium size is that it's a bit heavy. Especially when you compare it to like the mini size Chanel handbag. But because it came in canvas, the medium size classic flap is actually lighter when I hold these two together. So yeah, and I got this at a really reasonable price. I think I paid $2,600 for it. And recently in their newest, you know, collection, Chanel also introduced like a similar material, and in the same exact design, and I think it's retailed around like $6,000. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to part with it. And also like I think black is such a classic color, and it came with this like, you know, yellow gold hardware. I think it would be like a perfect, you know, evening bag. And I just really love, you know, like the feminine look to this bag. So yeah, this will also be a forever piece in my collection. Okay, so that's number one, right? I love the design of all my Chanel bags, and I will feel so sad that if I need to let them go. The second reason is I just simply believe that Chanel and Hermes are in completely different style. And I feel like Chanel is more young and has like this casual vibe. Versus I think Hermes sometimes can be a little more matured. So I think Hermes is more for people who are ladies who are in their 30s and wanted to look for something that is, you know, very classic, timeless piece. But I think if you're in your early 20s, it might be a little bit too early for you to, you know, get into Hermes. And then because like the style of the bag can be a little bit matured. Well, unless you get a really like pop or like very bright color like this one, my Birkin 25 in the bright red color. And then I think for this type of color, you can match it easily with, you know, your jeans or like sweatshirts. But overall, I think how Hermes designed their handbags is more like leaning towards like this matured, you know, style. So yeah, I think they're of different styles, and you can totally match them with different type of outfits. So I think both Hermes and Chanel are great brands, great luxury brands in my mind. And I think you own handbags when you get, you know, joy out of them, even when you don't use it, or even when you don't carry them out. You know, the fact that every time you pass by your bag shelf and every time you look at them, you feel this like sense of joy or happiness. I think that's just like your inner voice telling you that you should keep this bag. Yeah, so that's enough me sharing my story. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. And so what's your thought on this? If you own your Hermes handbag, are you going to sell any of your Chanel ones? Please comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys!